Hello again, this is Calvin from PoorManSurvival.com, and we're going to review yet another Boker knife in the Magnum series. This is what I'd categorize as a large folder, so let's get right to it. So this one has just a cardboard cutout on the top, and it has a aluminum tin to keep the knife in. So we'll open that up. We've covered this before. This is the Boker Limited Lifetime Warranty card. Comes with all their knives. It was in that bag till I took it out to use it. And you can see it's firmly in there in this foam case. So we'll pop this out. And this is a large, heavy folder. It's a little, maybe just a tad heavy for an EDC knife, but it is a nice folder. Again, really heavy knife. It does have, I guess some people call these a window breaker on the bottom. Personally, that's a pain compliance device for me. Pressure points, striking soft targets. To me, that is a great use for that. If you can get into these pressure points here. This is a heavy knife, and it's a good striking knife. So again, using this for different pressure points, you can use the whole blade as for wrist pins. It's tough to see there, sorry about that. But it is a really well-made knife and sturdy for that. So as you can see, it's got a fairly well-made pocket clip, skeletonized. The pocket clip you can flip it to the other side if you want to. Just by changing the screws and pins. It does have a spot for a lanyard hole. Again, this is a sturdy, beefy knife. Carrying this in your pocket, you're going to feel it. I mean, what this is probably destined for me is on my Molly chest rig. I have a perfect spot for a large folder on there, right next to my mag holders. We're going to be covering those chest rigs and plate carriers very shortly. The weather isn't cooperating in New England lately to do some outside reviews. But this is going to probably have a home on that rig. I usually have a fixed blade there, and I always will, but this is a great backup to if something goes wrong. So, sturdy jimping along the spine for that fine work, and again, I like the weight on this knife. A lot of people don't like a heavier knife. I'm a big guy. I like a beefy knife for in combat. If I'm not going to use a fixed blade, I want a beefy folding knife. So this just flicks right out. And it is a well-made knife. Has a combo edge. I'm not a combo edge guy. I'm a straight edge guy. So I haven't used the combo part very much. I usually use the end. But as you can see here, this is a well-made blade. It is a beefy blade. It has some weight to it. It fits in very well. I mean, zero flex. It locks up just rock solid with the liner lock. For a knife that's right in the $20 range, not bad at all. Are there better knives? Of course there are better knives. Are you going to pay a lot more for them? Yeah, you're going to pay a lot more for them. But for a folding fighting knife, which I usually don't endorse, I usually try to stay with the fixed blades. But this is a great all-around blade. It has some weight to it. Really holds up well to use. I love the finger grooves. They tend to fit my fingers perfectly. Just a really nice knife. It's got a nice swedge here where it comes out, chamfered in the front, and again, a really nice knife. So we'll break out a little bit of paper. We'll just as you can see, I mean, almost. I haven't touched this. This is a factory edge, and Boker edges are hit or miss. Whether you get a good one because that 440 stainless. But as you can see, it really is a good knife. So there's a lot of knives on the market coming in these lower price ranges now, and trying to get people to buy in these lower price ranges. And I gotta say, this is one I would look at in the $20 range. If you have smaller hands, you're probably not. You're probably going to stay away from this. Lighter frame person, you may not like it. But from my perspective, which is, combat/martial arts perspective, I like this knife. I like the fact that I can use it closed. It's large enough to get, for both sides. I can use it as a striking tool. It grips nice. And like I said, it just flips right out and it's there for use. So statistics, the blade is right at about 4 inches. Honestly, 3 3/4 inches worth of cutting surface. Overall, it's a 9-inch knife with the end of the pain compliance tool or window breaker, depending on who you're referring to. Again, just a great knife, and I'll tell you, just flick right out with a flick of the wrist. It's super fast, and it's there. To me, it's 9 inches of real quickness to defend yourself with, or it cuts great on rope. It's a great all-around use tool. It really is. For that 440 stainless, again, you're going to have to come in here because their black coating, as you can see, has coated all of these teeth. That is going to dull it down. You know, get in here with a sharpener, with a ceramic coat sharpener, and go to town, and this thing would be great. The edge, factory edge, from here up is just great. It really is a phenomenal edge. I like the way the blade swedges down. I love it for all-around use, and I love it for combat practice, you know, in martial arts and other aspects of that. Are there better EDC knives? Yes, there are. But for the purpose that I'm describing, which is a great tool for your maybe get out of town bag, get home bag, to do all-around chopping and heavy work. I'm not a big fan of batoning with a folder, and I'm gonna be honest with that. Could you do it with this? I bet you could. Very sturdy. The handle is very sturdy. The scales are very sturdy. It really is a nice knife. And again, for fighting purposes, it's just the right size. I know most EDCs, people try to stay in a 3-inch range. As more of a combat folder, that 4-inch range is nice. The sturdy handle just gives you a great purchase with these the way the finger choils are cut all the way down, and it really is a well-made blade. For stabbing purposes, you're not going to lose any grip because of here, and like I said, heavy knife. If you're looking for an EDC, to sit in your pocket every day to forget it's there, this is not the knife. But if you're looking for that maybe backcountry wilderness knife, or that knife that's going to be in your get out of town bag or get home bag, or just something to have as a backup, maybe even a truck knife. This would make a really nice knife in your armrest, or to just be there when you need it. You need to puncture something or cut a hole through something heavy. This swedged blade is really going to get the job done. I like it for the money. We're going to be covering some knives that I like a lot better than this, but they're in a much higher price range. So if you're looking for a nice quote-unquote combat folder or all-around heavy use folder in that $20 range, I think you should take a look at the Boker Magnum. I believe they're calling this the Black Spear. Boker tends to change their names quite a bit, but I believe they're calling this the Boker Black Spear. And I don't think you can go wrong in looking at something like this. Again, if you're going to try and use a knife for self-defense, I encourage you strongly to get some training. It's not an easy thing to do and do right. You can very easily cut yourself and hurt yourself. So get some training, find a good school out there, a good martial arts school, and invest some time and practice. But I think this is a good tool for that. So again, this has been Calvin from PoorManSurvival.com. Please rate and subscribe. Lots of new videos coming. We're shooting quite a few this weekend, so we're going to have a lot of stuff up. Please let us know what you'd like to see. We're going to have some new firearms videos coming up, plus skills and tactical demos. So please let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll be seeing you soon. Have a nice day.